No more sand. I haven't recovered from Dune yet. Oh no. This is also a heavy water extraction planet? It's Tatooine as well? Damn it! But seriously, there are billions upon billions of planets in the galaxy, so why do we apparently insist on colonizing the ones with no fucking water? Fine, Arrakis has the spice and Tatooine has 15 spin-off shows, but what's your excuse, Halo? Some BS resource like heavy hydrogen?
My hands are filthy with the blood of UNSC Marines.
Disrespecting the dead by bragging about their remains staining your hands.
Regale us with another of your war stories.
Disrespecting a veteran as they're disrespecting the dead by bragging about their remains staining their hands.
But war need not be the answer.
Forcing Torchwood here to put on this ridiculously mustache-twirling English accent.
There's another difference between Spartans and Marines. Marines can be killed.
If he's insinuating that Spartans cannot be killed, I'd like to refer him to 2006 Me's abysmal online KD ratio. Noob.
Spartans aren't human. They're faster, stronger, smarter.
Excitement?
I didn't sign up for this!
Cliche. Seriously, why is this a thing? How many things do we actually sign up for? I doubt he specifically signed up for breathing, but he's not complaining about that.
Magical. The galaxy's highest concentration of heavy hydrogen.
Fine, but sand planets are still dumb. Toasting with root balls. Quan finds a spot to duck away, but is barely missed by weapon fire, which made me assume the aliens knew where she was and were hot on her tail. Then she fires a flare and leaves a smoke trail that essentially points out her location. But she's still not exploded. I guess if there was any question about who will survive episode 1, we've got our answer.
Red flare! General Ha!
So the kid runs across the compound and warns General Ha, but isn't that inefficient? Time is precious. While he runs, why doesn't someone raise the alarm? Ring a bell, torch a pyre, bong a gong, do something. The year is 2552 and we're still using AK-47s? Quan not only survives this, it barely breaks her fucking stride. This is a pretty badass entrance, but why did the Covenant decide to park way out in the boonies and walk to the colonists instead of landing nearer? Or just blowing them up from the sky? General Han and his men unleash these mounted guns onto the enemy and it doesn't do anything. Well, it does, but not until the Spartans use their weapons later, which is really dumb. It may be the most infuriating sin of this entire episode. Give me a minute. Yep. I just watched the whole thing and came back to tell you I'm still unreasonably angry about it.
Are we gonna die? No, of course not.
Unfounded optimism. The one-sided nature of this battle makes it about as much fun to watch as playing a game on legendary mode before you have a clue what any of the controls are. Mission accomplished? In this shot, we see his leg is trapped under the vehicle, but back here it was clearly visible. Faker. Well, shit. I guess I have to remove a sin based on how much the show fragging nails Master Chief's armor. But also, three-point landing cliche.
Silver team, engage.
Show went with silver instead of having the balls to pick between red or blue. Pulling out a gun so you can shoot someone in the head after just putting away a gun that is equally as capable of shooting someone in the head. The Spartans are the pinnacle of military prowess, the personification of combat evolved, if you will. So why wouldn't they bring a ton of ammo to fight the Covenant? Dude runs out and has to opt for a pole? He didn't even use his remaining 2 grenades before stabbing at these guys with a massive metal straw? Here's an odd moment where a Spartan gets a badass alien weapon, uses it to annihilate the enemy, and then casually discards it as if it were a banana peel. Keep that shit and destroy! Also, I don't remember plasma pistols losing all pigment after shooting them. We've just watched children slaughtered, bodies disfigured, and lives brutally ended. If you think this show is setting these two up for a happy reunion, you are wrong. Also, needlessly sacrificing yourself by ignoring the advantages afforded by a long-range weapon by running directly at your enemy. Especially when that enemy only has a short-range weapon available to them. He sure was determined to give his daughter a tragic origin story, wasn't he? Teasing us with only a couple of seconds of what is almost the Halo theme. Why play with perfection? That is far too many industries. Also, not Bungie. Shocking to see that after a further 500 years of pop culture, humanity still hasn't learned to not touch the mysterious cave-dwelling floaty artifact thingies until you have a better idea of what it f***ing does. Ah, Reach. What a beautiful planet. I bet it looks lovely in the fall.
The security committee is looking for an excuse to cut your funding.
Politics. The unnecessary pickle in my otherwise enjoyable sci-fi action-adventure sandwich. Look, I like pickles. I'm just saying it's weird that they're the standard and people who don't like them have to specify that they don't want them. Pickles are politics.
We've been fighting these alien creatures for years and we still have no idea what they want, where to find them, or how to beat them.
Well, let's start with not defunding the only thing you know for a fact can kick said aliens' asses, shall we?
I told you that was a non-starter.
We have paused active development.
Thinking that conducting your forbidden science experiments in a room that is not even 20 feet away from the main entrance to your lab is a good idea.
Guy Khojidi Beni Madurigani Kheluga Tsukhijehe.
Guy Khojidi Bani Chutsuji.
Cheat codes. I really hope that whatever's in this bag will be important at some point in the show. She's lugged it around since her mad dash from the forest, and the only reason to cling to a bag while you're fleeing alien attack after alien attack is if it contains your snacks, your animal companion, your drugs, your porn, or your whoopee.
You people can make video look like anything.
Great point. So why does the UNSC need Quan for this video? They're about to give the order to kill her. So why don't they just use that lack of morals to dress someone up as a colonist and pay them to say what they want? Especially as there are no survivors to prove otherwise.
What are you doing?
Scanning the integrity of all bio-interfaces for evidence of abnormalities.
And the scan just so happens to be in this very room where you're a prisoner, which will force us to have a conversation. Bringing coffee into a butchering facility to someone who is actively dismembering an alien body.
Halsey's always been single-minded. Work is the only thing that matters.
Referring to your ex-wife and the mother of your child by her last name so that you can temporarily hide her identity from an audience you shouldn't know is watching.
Sometimes you have to make hard choices to get good results.
Good results. Not great, certainly not super amazing, just, you know, the good sort of results. Truly worth murdering for.
I don't look at pictures of my mom that often, but...
Skip.
How much longer are we stuck in here?
You know she's asking this to plan when she can in peace after that horrible tin meal.
Can the girl survive this?
I thought you wanted her dead.
Dr. Halsey would be a Spartan at TVSins. This simply sealed within reach atmosphere panel with the conveniently crucial tubey things. Wait, you had to fuel up the emergency pelicans? Why weren't they ready to go? You just have them sitting there with empty f***ing tanks? No wonder all those colonists died.
I'm superseding those orders.
She's been talking for a while now, but the Silver Team just got to her. I'm sure this means they have some sort of in-ear comm or something, but why would she be talking about disobeying orders so loudly if she can whisper through their helmet comms? Wait, what? I had to play through 4 Halo games and wait 11 years to get a moment like this. So many midnight launch lines waited in. So many grunts smooshed under warthogs. This show has the audacity to do Master Chief's face reveal in the first episode? I understand why you did it, but I can't help but feel cheated. The next generation of Halo fans has it easy, and your trespass, Paramount, shall not be forgiven. Also, when did he pull off the head sock thingy? Because the other Sparty people had head sock thingies. His hair should be a wreck, by the way.
Get me thermal imaging on the condor.
Sounds like a good idea that should have been done far before now.
Disconnect the AI autopilot failsafe.
The autopilot what?
Ecam panel 2.
Using the shout it louder approach to teaching a civilian how to tamper with the AI on your super advanced spaceship. This works.
Breaching charges!
I hope you plan on moving that Warthog over before detonating those charges, because those cars will find any reason to flip over, forcing me to go frame by frame just to find this boring image of nature. If these are John's memories, why are we looking over his shoulder? Show won't let me play for another hour despite being desperate to know what happens next. You're not my mom, Paramount!
Now remove your helmet.
Yeah, let someone else deal. The professor has sticky hands.
You say like cheat.
I'm saying you don't wash your hands.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Overkill, double kill, triple kill, overkill.
I lift things up and put them down.
This is Sparta!
We're in a war, Miranda. The future of humanity.
It doesn't matter what you think!
I think he's having memories.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.